Um, so you can sit. If you're in a cushion, make sure that your sit bones are equal. Weight is equally on both of your sit bones. And that your back is as straight and tall as possible, but without too much like pressing and also, you can think about your spine like coins, one on top of the other, with an invisible string through the top crown of your head. And you're pulling that up, so you want to be as straight as you can, but leaving the natural curve. And then we'll just take 3 full inhalations and exhalations without like pressing and, putting too much pressure on yourself. Just fill your lungs fully all the way to the bottom and then exhale fully. And you can kind of hold the breath for like 1 split second when you're after you've inhaled. You can hold for a split second and then exhale, and then the same a split second before you inhale again. So we do that 3 times. So then tonight we're going to do this practice of purification based on Vajrasattva. And we're going to use the 4 opponent powers method. So the first power, the power of regret, we can just think we're sincerely regretting from the depths of our heart any negativity that you've engaged in of the body, the speech, or the mind. So you can think of specific actions, or you can think more in general, or both. Whatever helps you really generate strong regret. So, and the reason that we're thinking about regretting, and we're going to think about it in the context of karma. So instead of like, oh, I'm sorry I did that because I'm going to get in trouble or something like that, we think, I'm sorry that I did that because I will have to experience the suffering results of any negative karma that I have engaged in. So karma is definite unless we purify. And today is just as good a day as any to purify. So we can think about some specific things or in general. Regret. So the stronger we're able to generate this regret, the easier it will be to not engage in these negativities again. I can think I regret from the depths of my heart having harmed others with my body and my speech, broken my vows, harmed others. And I don't want to experience the future suffering. So you can think, what can I do? Whom can I turn to? So in this context, we can think of the Buddha as the doctor who's going to prescribe us medicine to help us purify. So again, just a reminder, it's not that we're relying on the Buddha to purify us or forgive us. We're purifying ourselves by relying on the Buddha's methods, this method of purification. So you can visualize Vajrasattva on the crown of your head, and I shared the image to the screen. You can think he's your guru manifesting in this aspect for your benefit. Beautiful, blissful white light, radiant, sitting cross-legged. His eyes are long and peaceful, full of love and compassion for us. And then we can say the refuge 3 times. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. So the second part of this power over alliance, which is the second power, is developing compassion. And we do this because we rely on other sentient beings. So it's the beings we've harmed and those who have harmed us by developing compassion for them. So you can think in particular, if you were thinking of a particular instance or a set of circumstances that you were generating regret, you can recall that again and think of the particular people, or you can just think of all sentient beings in general that we've ever harmed. And generate some compassion for them because they will suffer as a result of the harm they have done to you. And you generate compassion for yourself as well here. Don't forget about yourself as one sentient being. That you will suffer as a result of the harm that you've inflicted on others. So we want to make a strong aspiration to do this practice of purification for their benefit. And must purify for them. So the third power, the power of the remedy, this is the medicine that the doctor prescribed. So we do this visualization, and then we'll say the long mantra 3 times, or you can say the short mantra for the amount of time it takes me to recite the long mantra 3 times. The short mantra is Om Vajrasattva Hum. So Guru Vajrasattva sends powerful white nectar coming out very forcefully and into the crown of our head, a little bit like a fire hose. So it's coming and coming, filling us up. And then it gets forced out of the lower part of our body and completely dissipates. And it comes out in the form of inky liquid. But the moment it comes out, it completely dissipates. So there's nothing left, and it doesn't contaminate anything else around you. It just completely disappears. So you can have that visualization as you're reciting the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sudokayo Mebawa Subokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayatsa Sarvakarma Sutsame Shrim Shrim Kuru Mao Bhagavan Sarvatatagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhava Samaya Sarva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayatsa Sarvakarma Sutsame Chiram Shiram Kru Mahao Bhagavan Sarvatatakata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayatsa Sarvakarma Sutsame Chiram Shiram Kuru Mahao Bhagavan Sarvatatakata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe. So then you can be delighted that you've purified all the harm that you've ever done to any sentient being with your body, completely purified. Again, Guru Vajrasattva very happily sends powerful nectar in through the crown of our head, filling our entire body. This time, forcing up to the top of our body all the negativity of speech, which overflows through the top part of our body and disappears into space. Not one atom left. Just like when you turn on the tap in the sink and it fills a dirty glass, all the junk comes to the top and overflows. Same thing here. All the negativities of speech completely purified. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayatsa Sarvakarma Sutsame Chiram Shiram Kuru Mao Bhagavan Sarvatatakata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutsame Chirim Shrim Krum Ha Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhavama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supukayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayatsa Sarvakarma Sutsame Chidam Shidam Kurum Hao Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhavama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe. So again, you can feel delight that your speech is now completely purified. So for purification of mind, we visualize Guru Vajrasattva on the crown of our head and powerful beams of laser light come through the crown of our head, fill our entire being with light. And the darkness of any negativity of the mind is completely purified. It's like turning a light switch on. There's darkness, and then there's light. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutsame Chidam Shidam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sattva Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutukayo Mebawa Supukayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutsame Chidim Shidim Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayatsa Sarvakarma Sutsame Chidam Shidam Kurum Ha Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhavama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe. Feel delighted that all your delusions, which are the source of your own suffering and the cause for why we harm others with our body and our speech, are totally purified, completely finished. So this time, imagine that Guru Vajrasattva sends light again, fills you completely, and eradicates even the subtlest imprint of negativity from your mind. We're removing the last little imprints of any negativities of body, speech, or mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarva Siddhi Me Prayatsa Sarva Karma Sutsame Chidam Shayam Kuru Maha Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabhavama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta me bhava, sarva siddhi me prayatsa, sarva karma sutsa me chiram shiram kurum o bhagavan, sarva tathagata vajrama me mutsa vajrabhama samaya sattva ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denopa Tita Dido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayatsa Sarvakarama Sutsame Chiram Shiram Kurum Ha O Bhagavan Sarvatathagata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabhama Samaya Sattva Ahum Pe. So you can feel quite happy. You're completely purified. Even the subtlest obscurations have been removed. And we come to the fourth and final power, the power of resolve. So this is the determination not to, again, engage in any of the negativities of your body, speech, or mind. So if we didn't make this resolve, we would just keep repeating those same patterns. But when we make this determination to not harm again, that's what really helps us to not harm again. So it's committing to this resolution. And so the important thing is to make it realistic for the period of time that you won't engage in certain negativities. And then it also, in general, helps us as a reminder when we've made this vow that we're going to make an effort to avoid all the negativities. This is what gives us strength. So we take a minute to do that. So then you can think Guru Vajrasattva is delighted with us. So in whatever understanding you have of oneness of your Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and your own body, speech, and mind being one, take a moment to reflect on that. As Guru Vajrasattva melts into white light and absorbs through the crown of our head. So Rinpoche recommends that we meditate on the emptiness of the three circles. In emptiness, there is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma. There is no negative karma created. So just contemplate that for a moment at whatever level of understanding you have. then we can dedicate the merit that we created by doing this purification tonight together. May all this virtuous karma that you've created ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings as quickly as possible. So we can do the dedication prayer on the screen here. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, as quickly as possible by myself alone. Then we can also dedicate for the long lives of our gurus, that all their holy wishes are fulfilled. Thank you. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next week.